My name is Jordan Johnson and I'm from the state of Maine. I don't really have a lot in the state of Maine, so I spend a lot of time outdoors, either hiking or camping and just observing the wildlife that we have here. During the pandemic, I adopted a corn snake from Petco, and this kind of sparked my curiosity about how these animals are obtained and distributed. My research taught me about the darker side of the exotic pet trade, like the breeding of these animals in bad conditions, dwindling native populations of various species, and booming invasive populations because of owners releasing their old pets in the wild. At this point, the animal isn't used to living on its own, and usually they don't thrive. I believe many of the issues surrounding the exotic pet trade are because of little to no regulation, which makes access to these exotic species very easy for anybody with no knowledge or experience with wild animals to obtain. This often leads to improper care and early deaths in captivity. I use this graphic about the African gray parrots for my background because it's a good example of one of the most affected species of poaching for the pet trade. Burmese pythons have also become a problem in the Everglades as an invasive species. They're preying on a lot of native bird species and other rodents that aren't considered invasive. So overall, I think most of the problems surrounding the pet trade are revolving around lack of regulation and overall just lack of education, because stores don't really push the facts on anybody. They just make you sign a piece of paper and you can have the animal. So I think reaching out to your local representatives and senators will be the most effective way to get regulations in place so that we can better take better care of animals going forward. So be in style and don't be from the wild.